Halloween or Halloween, a contraction of Hallows Even or Hallows Evening, also known as All Halloween, All Hallows Eve or All Saints Eve, is a celebration observed in many countries on 31st October, the eve of the Western Christian feast of All Hallows Day. It is dedicated to remembering the dead, including saints, martyrs, and all the faithful departed. On All Hallows Eve, Christians in some parts of the world visit cemeteries to pray and place flowers and candles on the graves of their loved ones. The top photograph shows Bangladeshi Christians lighting candles on the headstone of a relative, while the bottom photograph shows Lutheran Christians praying and lighting candles in front of the central crucifix of a graveyard. The history of Halloween goes all the way back to a pagan festival called Samhain. Samhain is a Gaelic festival marking the end of the harvest season and the beginning of winter, or the darker half of the year. Traditionally, it is celebrated from 31st October to 1st November, as the Celtic day began and ended at sunset. This is about halfway between the autumn equinox and the winter solstice. Hundreds of years ago, people dressed up as saints and went door to door, which is the origin of Halloween costumes and trick-or-treating. The legend of Stingy Jack. People have been making jack-o'-lanterns at Halloween for centuries. The practice originated from an Irish myth about a man nicknamed Stingy Jack. According to the story, Stingy Jack invited the devil to have a drink with him. True to his name, Stingy Jack didn't want to pay for his drink. So he convinced the devil to turn himself into a coin that Jack could use to buy their drinks. Once the devil did so, Jack decided to keep the money and put it into his pocket next to a silver cross, which prevented the devil from changing back into his original form. Jack eventually freed the devil under the condition that he would not bother Jack for 1 year, and that should Jack die, he would not claim his soul. The next year, Jack again tricked the devil into climbing into a tree to pick a piece of fruit. While he was up in the tree, Jack carved a sign of the cross into the tree's bark, so that the devil could not come down until the devil promised Jack not to bother him for 10 more years. Soon after Jack died, as the legend goes, God would not allow such an unsavory figure into heaven. The devil, upset by the trick Jack had played on him and keeping his word not to claim his soul, would not allow Jack into hell. He sent Jack off into the dark night with only a burning coal to light his way. Jack put the coal into a carved-out turnip and has been roaming the earth with ever since. The Irish began to refer to this ghostly figure as Jack of the Lantern, and then simply Jack-o'-lantern. In Ireland and Scotland, people began to make their own versions of Jack's lanterns by carving scary faces into turnips or potatoes and placing them into windows or near doors to frighten away Stingy Jack and other wandering evil spirits. In England, large beads are used. Immigrants from these countries brought the jack-o'-lantern tradition with them when they came to the United States. They soon found that pumpkins, a fruit native to America, make perfect jack-o'-lanterns. Have a spooky Halloween.